Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I am doing a part of my swap for a private swap that I'm doing, which is the Traveler's Notebook, flip book, kinda. It's a Traveler's Notebook with a flip book presentation. No, it's a flip book with a Traveler's Notebook presentation, and I am using the wonderful die cuts with a view paper. And now I'm just cutting the paper down. I took this 12 by 12 paper, and the measurements for the Traveler's Notebook itself is 4.5 by 8.5 by 8. So it's supposed to be 4.5 by 8. So you all know I kind of struggle with cutting and measuring and all this other stuff, but I'm okay. So I took this and I cut it down, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna cut my 4.5. No, you can't cut it 4.5. It's supposed to be 9. Because you're going to fold your paper over. So it's I did the 8 side, and now I'm doing 9, because 4.5 plus 4.5 is a big solid 9. And I am making sure not to cut this paper on the side that I cut it on. I'm cutting it on the side that the company sent it, and I'm just trying to make sure it's straight as possible. And I love this paper, so I thought that this would be a cute outside piece. So I've cut the paper, and I only got 2 of these. You know, you only get 2. Well, not all the time, but in some paper packs you only get 2. And so I think that's why I always try to buy 2 pads, because what if I mess up? And now I'm just going to score this. I asked my partner if we were supposed to have gussets, and she was like, it doesn't matter. That's up to you. Because you know, guys, I like gussets. Because I think that I overstack stuff, but in this case I'm not going to add any gussets, and this will probably just be snippets of what I'm doing, because I need to watch another video. I need to my inserts are supposed to be 4 by 7 3/4, but I need to make pockets, and I don't know how to do that. I mean, I guess I could struggle through it with you all, but I'm not going to put you through that. I just knocked over something, and I'm just picking it all up, which is crazy considering I don't have a lot of time left on the phone before it stops recording, but it is what it is. I mean, y'all know me. Y'all know that I don't have it all together most of the time. I have been dreading this day for a long time, and this day is making something out of my comfort zone, which anything that I've never made before is technically out of my comfort zone. So I need to stop crying and just do it, get over with. And I folded that down, and we are going to pull out this scoring board, but I need to write down a thought, so give me 1 second. Okay, I told myself from now on, whenever I have a thought on something I want to create, I'm going to write it down, because if not, then I would be in trouble. So I've cut this 9 by 8 basically, and Martha said I did it right. So now I'm going to fold this over, and I'm going to go to my 4.5 mark and score it. Now, what you need to remember for treated paper is that if you don't want to crack your paper, you need to very carefully score it or either dampen your paper. And I did not bring any water over here, so I'm going to score it carefully, and I just messed up. See right there, I went off. That's okay. It is just paper, even though this paper is some of the most beautiful paper I've ever seen. If it's not right, it must be something on this side. Yep, something on this side. If it doesn't come out right, I'll just do it over. I have until the end of October, or we'll probably set another date, because the person that I'm swapping with has already did mine. No pressure, swap partner, no pressure. And it's really not any pressure, because whenever I craft things for people, even if it's just a random swap person, which I don't do random swaps anymore, some of my swap partners haven't swapped with me properly. I do make it from my heart. Everything, I put a lot of thought into the things that I create for people, unless it's someone that just says, you know, I want this, this, and this, and I don't have to think about those that often when they tell me that. I just create it. And so now what it is supposed to be paper, but I'm going to laminate this, just so you all know. I have to bust out my laminator anyway, because I'm going to be taking some of my wood stamps off the blocks. And I probably cut this a bit crooked because it's not folding over properly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this right here and make it even. As best as possible, at least, because I know it's probably not cut straight. But you also know you received something from me and I haven't cut it straight. That's why. Alright, so now, because in true Brandy fashion, I have to round my corners. I don't have to, but I have to. And I think everybody that does this, these little traveler's notebooks, has round corners, I think. Don't quote me on this. See, if this were a good world of crafting for me today, I would have already watched the video. I've watched that video, and I think I know how to do it, so I'm going to try it out and see. And then if it doesn't work, we'll move on, and I won't cry about it. So, let me get the paper pad. I am Rolly from Butterflies and Birds, and so I'm going to be doing 3 inserts. And since this is so pretty, in my opinion, so beautiful, I love it. Like, this paper pad is amazing, and I've already did a flip through for you all, so you can go back and look at that video if you choose to. But now I'm just going to pull out these colors in here, because this is so bright and cheery, right? And I don't know. Yes, I'm going to leave it blank. I may stamp something. I may take this little bicycle and stamp it. I don't know yet. Because I don't know what I'm going to be putting inside of it. But I want to keep this one light. So, I'm going to pull out a yellow. This yellow. Probably this busy one right here is really busy. And I'm saving this orange one and this purple right here for a pocket letter that I'm doing for Halloween, because I think those would be good Halloween colors, even though they're not supposed to, you know, they weren't really intended for Halloween. But I think I'm going to pull this one out. I never even saw this one in the flip through when I did it. That's how you don't pay attention, Brandy. See, I didn't see this one. I think that is that, but we're going to check, because I'm going to pull out the yellow one. So I'm going to pull out the colors and I'll be back. Okay, so I pulled out three colors. I just missed that one in the flip through. I didn't see it for some strange reason. And I think that these all go, I mean, it's the same paper pad, so they have to all go together. But I think that these will be good. And I think what I will do is I will start off with this one first. No, I'm going to do it like this, because I like that. So when she opens up her little book, It'll be this one first, then second, then third. Now the thing that I am going to have to do is, my inserts were supposed to be 7 3/4 by 4. For me to make that happen, I am going to have to do some research, honestly, because look, I'm making folders. I don't know how to make a folder. A lady did it on YouTube. I watched the video, but I was washing dishes. Then I watched the video again and I was doing something else. So I get the whole, the understanding of folding this up like this, right? And folding it in half. That's basically all it is to it. So, I mean, it's not that hard. I'm going to try it on a dud sheet of paper first. And a dud sheet of paper is a sheet of paper that I don't plan on putting in this thing. So hold on one second. Okay, so here we are. I needed to do some math. I used this practice sheet, and if I didn't screw it up, I will probably be doing another insert for another person's book as well. So I kept this at 12 inches all the way around. I scored my line at 7 3/4, hopefully. I use my Martha Stewart board, which is not for beginners. This one is a lot easier for me. Martha just gives you one, and you need to know what else you're working with. Right here. You need to know what you're working with. And I really don't know that much about this yet. Okay, so then what I did was I cut this off to 9. So let me write this down first. So 12 by 9 is the paper size. Okay, so the reason why I kept it at 12 and then I put it at 9 is because, let's just move this out the way really quickly. And hopefully this makes sense. If not, I really will have to go back and watch some videos. And then all this footage will be for naught, because I will be uploading from my phone. And then I scored, so I cut it at 9. And I did half and half. And see right here, I screwed that up. But that's okay. It gives it character, right? So this is 1/2 inch. Right here. I do like doing these videos where I make everything so you can see what I'm doing. I don't know why. I just do. And then here we go. This folds up like this. And of course, it's not going to be perfect because this is some thick paper. And I got this paper in the D-Stash, I think. No. Did not get this paper in the D-Stash. I got this paper from Tracy. She sent this beautiful paper pad to me. And I don't tell y'all everything I like, but I like a lot of stuff. So that's why I don't tell y'all everything I like. But I like music note paper. So that's why I got it. But I'm going to be, if this comes out right, I'm going to be sending this out in free mail. So I'm probably going to cut this. I'm going to cut this portion right here off. But let's just see if it looks right. And so this will fold over like that. Of course, I'm going to round my edges. And let's see. Did I cut? Oh my goodness! Look. I did it. Can you believe I did it? All right. So now what I just need to make sure is that it's 7 3/4 by 4. So I need to make sure this is properly done. And since we've already started with Martha over here with this measuring stuff, this is 4. This is 4. And this is not right. Yes, it is 7 3/4. We're in the money. Let me go ahead and score, fold, cut, and everything else. Okay, the one thing I want to come on and tell you all, even though I thought I was paying very close attention to what I was doing, is when you have pattern paper, you have to be careful because, as you can see, these flowers go up, and I really wanted them to fold properly to go up like that, and I didn't do that properly. So the same thing with this one. I thought I was paying attention, and I didn't do it properly, but that's okay. I still think that it looks pretty like this, and I'm going to be decorating this, I think. I'm not sure. I want to kind of laminate all of them versus not laminating them, because this is a paper fedora. Excuse me, not a paper fedora. This is a paper traveler's notebook. So we will see. We will see. Okay. I think I did do it right. Let's just check. Oh, this is not a good sheet of paper to check on. Duh. All right, so I'm glad I do have that little template that I created, because it makes it a lot easier. I'm going to share with you what I did. So I did this at 9, right? And now I'm going to do 4.5. Oh, I know it's supposed to be 4. Yes, I'm still right. I'm still right. Oh my goodness. Whew. I was nervous. So 4.5. The reason why it's 4.5 because I put an extra on there. I left an extra inch on there. So this is 4. And then I'm going to do half right here. And then I'm going to do half over here. If I can figure out what's half and what's not half, right? I'll be all right. And then I'm going to turn this, and it's going to be back to 12. But because it's supposed to be at 7 3/4, I'm going to come over here and make this 7 3/4. And wouldn't you know it, I measured 7 3/4 on the wrong end. Duh. Let's see. That's okay. That's okay. Because it looks pretty when you fold it in. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to come back. I'm just going to struggle with you all on camera. So you'll learn from my mistakes. So we have this like that. And I'm going to fold this once more in frame so you can see. And now what I'm going to do, I watched like 20 videos before I started making this. They did a W to make that. I don't know if I'll be making a W or not, but this is the actual insert. This looks promising, everybody. It really does. And I'm going to flatten them out, of course, but I'm going to run these through, and I'm going to run all of them through the laminator. But I'm going to cut these. I'm going to come in there and snip those off. So let me go ahead and fold over all the papers, and then we'll come back, okay? I decided to show you the last one all the way from the start to finish, just so you could see it. So it's going to be 4.5. And this paper is really thick. Another reason why I like die cuts with a view. I've never had a bad, you can see right there, I've never had a bad batch of paper from Die Cuts with a View. I guess I've always got the ones that I really liked, so maybe that's why. And I was talking with a friend. I'm going to refer to my friends as friends, okay? I was talking to a friend, and we were talking about paper. And everyone's been talking about the paper from Hobby Lobby, the Halloween paper. And I was like, I don't even see it. And she's like, you probably didn't even go to that section. And she's right. I just go straight to the actual paper section. I never go to the seasonal location. And this one's going to be upside down. I'm going to do that on purpose. Let's see. This is 7 3/4. And let's move this out the way. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make some clean lines. And by clean lines, I mean flat, smooth surfaces. Not clean lines as in drawing clean lines, but flat surfaces. So I'm going to do that to every fold that I have on here. Every perforation, every score line, I'm going to try and make them very clean. Very clean. I have like 5 videos uploading right now. So I'm excited about that. I did a marathon of videoing this morning, and I am letting my little one sleep in, but I'm still taking him to school. And then I'm going to come home and craft all day, probably. I think I'm going to craft all day. I'm not sure. Yesterday, Nicholas scratched me right here. He has been a bad cat, and so I was going to put him in his crate, which I did. So, but he did not go quietly. He refused to just go quietly. So you've seen that one. I'm going to come back and show you all of them in the insert, and I'm going to round all of my corners, even that one. Not this one, but I'm going to round this, and that, and it's going to go in here like that. So we will see. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to end the video once I show you this, because I need to get my baby up and I need to start my real day. So what I've done is I've just showed you, I've just folded some paper, basically cut and folded paper. This is a traveler's notebook. This is a flip book, but travel notebook style. It's 4.5 by 8, so 8 by 4.5 on the outside. And then I'm supposed to have 3 inserts or 3 signatures. I like saying signatures better than inserts, but I know that for each book it's different. And so now I have 1, 2, 3. Now what I don't really particularly care for is these colors, the way I have them. But since they're inserts, she can pull them out how she wants. I guess that's the difference between an insert and a signature. You can pull inserts out. Signatures, you can't. And so I'm going to spend a few more minutes, and I'm going to just do this one on camera with you all. I'm going to cut this one up first. So now what I'm going to do, because it's a lot of stuff going on, is I am going to cut these edges off of this one right here. And I'm going to get some better scissors than these that I've put glue all over. I may do a scissor reveal with you all. I'm just cutting right here. And I think what I'm going to do is like that. Just like that. So I cut off a little triangle. You know, I have a triangle paper punch that I am getting rid of. I'm going to be selling it on eBay. And I was just thinking I could use that. Maybe that's why people have them. If you wanted to be super technical, you could cut off one end and just cut it that same exact way. I don't think that's very much needed, because no one's going to see it, first of all, and no one's going to see this one because we're going to cut that one off as well. And the reason why I am doing this like this is because this is what my swap partner has instructed me that I will do. Not in a bad way. Whenever I do swaps with people, I prefer if they tell me what we're doing. Like if they give me an option of things to do, I'll probably go with something that I'm much more inclined, that I find easy to do. Like this Traveler's Notebook style flip book is definitely out of my normal crafting comfort zone. And you all know that I'm a chicken about a lot of things, so I'm always afraid that I'm going to give someone something that's ugly. That's my problem. Now what I am going to do, because right here in the folding portion, oh, it's off a little bit. Let me put that again. In the folding portion, when I fold it over, I don't want it to be so bulky, so I'm going to come down here, and that's probably why they put the W, as they say, in there. I just want it to look pretty. So, why won't you fold right? Let's see. A lot of people have been using their X-Acto knives, and I really want to give that a try. Again, nervous. And I'm not so nervous that I'm going to mess up the paper. I am left-handed. So, for example, whenever I use certain products, I use them backwards because that's how I learned how to use them. So, you know, a lot of people probably cut away from them. I cut down towards me when I use these things, and that is a bit on the scary side. I think that I cut that sliver enough, and I did not. So let me just cut it. Let's see if that does the trick. And it does. So I will be gluing all of this down. I think that I need to cut the other side as well. Just a little bit. And it's not important that it's crooked or not. No one's going to know that it's crooked besides whoever watches this video and I say, oh, I cut it crooked. But I'm going to cover that up. So it's no big deal. Not really. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal if it's crooked or not. So, I would link a particular person that showed me how to do this, but I watched like literally 15 videos, so I can't link one person, but I will link the person that does the folder thing in there and show you. I was thinking about this portion right here, only because you see how it's kind of bulky right there. I'm thinking that I'm going to, again, I want to cut a circle. Is that odd of me to want to cut a circle? But let's try a scallop instead, right? And I'm just going all the way down to, I can't see, I'm going all the way down to right there. And I'm going to try my best to line this up. And we did a scallop. Yay for scallops. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut right here. I got the shakes today. I'm okay, don't worry. I'm okay. I get the shakes sometimes. I haven't been well this whole week, so I'm assuming that is what it is. And it looks like a shark bit her paper. Which is cool. And now it closes a lot better. I probably won't do a scallop on every one of them. But I will do something different. So now what I'm going to do while you're on camera, because I have a few minutes left, is pull out my fancy thing. Another lady I saw, she used her hot glue gun. I will not be doing any hot gluing on this video. And because we're at 30 we're at 30 minutes. One reason why I won't be doing the hot gluing. Two, I'm going to trust in this glue and my new little method that I'm doing with the glue. And I'm going to rub that down on here just like that. Just like you apply regular glue. I mean, that's no surprise, right? And now I'm going to go back over it with this bone folder and apply pressure. And this is why I want to I can't think today, please excuse me, why I want to put this through the laminator. There you go, Brandy, you got it. Yep. In the comment section, please tell me if you've ever done this before, made a traveler's notebook. I know some of you have. I think on the next one I'll get a little bit more fancy. Oh, I did say I was going to round my edges, huh? I will round those edges right now before I come to a close, because I have a few minutes left on here. And I'm just going to, I shouldn't have glued it. That's the one thing I have to remember about that. And I'm not going to round this edge.